What's up, Chatty Patty Gang Squad? What's up, guys? This is your girl Chat with Kay. And as you see, this is Table Talk Tuesday, okay? But if this is your first time tuning into my channel, there's some things that we must do, and that's watch the video, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and please join the Chatty Patty Gang Squad by hitting that red subscription button and then turn your notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload another video. And if you are returning, welcome back, okay? And thank you for keep rocking with your girl. All right, as I told you guys in my Motivational Monday, I was going to be doing a segment on the story of my domestic violence story and how I escaped and the death of my accuser and all those different things. Oh, okay. This story here is a very long story. So that's the reason why you're going to get bits and pieces, because I got to try to back it up a little bit before I can to make the timeline fall together. And you'll see as we go on. But when I'm telling you, I want to say this and say this first, is that if you've never shared a video of mine, make this the first one that you share. If you never shared a video of mine, please share this one, okay? Share this one because this can help somebody. This can help somebody. Share this story. Share this story. By the time I finish with this story, I hope that it is eye-opening for some people. We can help someone, anybody, your mom and them, cousin them, sister them, all them thems, okay? There's always a safe haven to go to. I know in every state they have a 1-800 number that you can call. And I know by me making this video, I will put that number on this screen. But I don't know if every state has a different number, or is it a nationwide same number for everybody. But for the sake of Indiana, I won't have to put their number here if it's different from everybody else, because I do know that we have one, because I've seen it pop up on TV before, okay? So let's just start here. I'm try to go through this story slow so that I cannot miss any of the key components of this story. So before I met my accuser, and we're going to call him, I didn't even think about a name to get him, man, to be honest with you. Let's just call him Jacob. We'll just say Jacob, okay? I met him right after I got out of another relationship. I met him. Like I said, I was back in the day. And no, I didn't jump from one relationship to the next. Just slow down. Don't get yourself in a bunch. But I was in a previous relationship prior to that. It wasn't an abusive relationship. It was just a lot of cheating that I got tired of, okay? And my sister played a part in that story too. Cooking with Diane 317, we've been through some stuff. Me and that girl have been friends for a long time, okay? A very long time. So that's why she's in a lot of stuff and a lot of these stories, okay? But I was just having to get out of that relationship. I had got out of that relationship with Mr. Cheetah, and I had moved in with my sister, which is, Diane. I had moved in with her, and, when you fed up, when you finally had enough of your current boyfriend at the time cheating, till your sister come over and help you move your stuff out, and then you go to church because it was New Year's Eve, and you go to church, and then you just like, okay, and then you leave the church, and then you go hang out. So you that goes to show you we were straddling the fence back then, because yes, we did. We went and spent some time at the church service for the new year, and then we left there, and then we went and hung out, because Diane and I, we used to line dance together in Indianapolis when I lived there. And we used to go out cha-cha sliding and shuffles and cubic shuffling and all that stuff. That was my dance partner. We was always in the spot shaking a tail feather. Yeah. It was in the streets. That's when I was in the streets, y'all. When I was in the streets. So me and the cheating ex, Diane had called me. She seen him out doing stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing. She called me. So I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. Okay. So me and her, she came, moved my stuff out, went to her, like I said, blah, blah, blah. It's not really irrelevant to this part of the story, but it is, because you know how this all played about. All right. And I'll tell you the story one day of how me and Diane met, and do a story time of how our friendship have done all these years. And we're still friends to this day. But she called me, if I can get the facts right. She called me and told me that the ex was somewhere cheating, and Diane called me. So to make a long story short, I ended up moving out. All right. And then we went to church, and then we went to a place that we would always line dance at. So I was like, all right, we cool. We there having a good time, vibing, you know. And I seen him when he came in. I was just like, oh, okay. I saw him when he came in the door. I know, and to me, I don't know why. Because I lowered my standards that night. If I would have stuck to my standards, this probably would have never happened to me. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, your girl really don't date light-skinned guys. I just don't. I call them pretty rickies. That's what I call them. Because I had one who took me through the ringer. And I was like, with all the cheating and all the other different women attention and all that. So I was like, did not want pretty rickies. I just didn't. Because I thought in my twisted thinkingness that I wanted a guy that I thought that maybe not every woman wouldn't want. All right. I ain't gonna say wouldn't want, but you know, let's just be clear. The pretty rickies get a lot more attention. Okay. So I was like, I would never date another pretty rick a day in my life. And I'm not doing it. It's too much headache. It's too much involved dating the pretty rickies. That's what I call them. Pretty rickies. But for the life of me, this guy, Jacob, came in there with a friend. And then he was well cleaned up, you know, real nice, but real cute and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. I said, I see him. So me and my sister, we sitting here, we just dancing, And of course, it's New Year, so everybody got their phones out, chinka, taking pictures, chinka. And I made the conscious decision to say, I want to take a picture with him. And I think she went over there and told him. If I'm not mistaken, I think she did. I think she went over there and she told him. She came back with him. And I'm like, okay. So I went and we took the picture. And then, here you go. So we took the picture. We was at there, you know, and then we started sitting there. We was at a table. And it's one thing my brothers always taught me. And that's another story I can tell you too. You don't never let a guy buy your drink. If he does, you go get it. You go with him, but you don't ever send him to the bar to go get it. You go with him and then you come back with it. So I'm not a drinker. So me, I always had Kool-Aid stuff to drink. And that was one thing that cheating ex liked about the fact that I didn't drink, because when we used to have birthday parties at the job where I met Diane at, we used to go out and, you know, whoever birthday was, they would always buy that person drinks. So I didn't ever drink. So I always give my drinks to the cheating ex. So, but I also knew that when I try to go to get drinks, I would go up to the counter, to the bartender with the guy that would give me a drink, so I can take it directly from the bartender and not him or whomever. And you already know why, because you don't want nobody to put something in your drink and then you don't know what time it is. Okay. So we sitting there and we bought a drink. So he went on and was dancing with other girls and da 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 da. And so my sister, she came and she had these two guys that was just like, oh, okay, I want to meet your sister. So we sat down at the table together and we just talking, and I wasn't really feeling the guy that was sitting there with me. I really wasn't. I wasn't really, into really want to get to know somebody on a level like that. I really wasn't. And he was just sitting there and he was like trying to talk and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, ugh. So to make a long story short, Jacob, I should have known he was controlling then. First sign. And I ignored them all, okay? Sign number one. We're sitting in the club at the table. I got another whole dude sitting beside me. Another whole guy sitting beside me. And Jacob decides to come up and get me and take me to the dance floor. Can you say controlling? Sign number one. It was right there in my face. Controlling. But even though I went and danced with him, yes, because I really wasn't interested in the guy that was sitting down at the table, me and my sister. I really wasn't. I just like, that ain't my cup of tea. But so when Mr. Jacob decided to come and get me and take me to the dance floor, I got up and I went on. I two-stepping, cha-cha sliding and doing my own little whatever it was we was listening to or dancing to or whatever. I got up and I went dance. I didn't really care about this child's, and I know it's bad to say, but I should have said, now right now I'm with someone out of respect because I'm sitting at the table with this guy. But I was sitting there because I thought at the time that the guy that my sister was talking to, maybe she, maybe she wanted to get to know him or talk to him. So I'm taking one for the team because I really clearly, I don't even remember what the guy's name was, to be honest with you. That just goes to show you, because it was just like, boom, boom. I never saw him again a day in my life. But it was just like, okay, so I went out on the floor. But who does that? Who comes over when a female, it's clearly 2-on-2, okay? Diane and whatever that guy was, and then me and whatever this guy was, okay? I don't think she probably remembered, because it wasn't that big a deal. But it was a new year, all right? And that's how I met him, on New Year's Day, all right? But the first sign was right there on that day. The night that I met him, flag number 1 was right there. And when you're dealing with situations like this, domestic violence situations, don't ignore the signs, because they are there. You should be able to pick up on the signs. That is the reason why I'm doing this story, because the sign was there. This dude came over there, didn't say, come on, didn't say, would you like to dance? Nothing. He just like held his hand out, say, come on. He didn't say, do you? Because it should have been a question. Would you like to dance? Or ebonically speaking, do you want to dance? Or something. He just stuck his hand out, said, come on. And I gets up, go on the dance floor, and we dance. Okay? Flag number 1. Controlling. On the first day I met him. Controlling. But nope. Didn't think nothing of it. But looking back on this situation, flag number 1. I should have gotten in the car and kept on moving and fled the scene without stopping. But what did I do? I went out on that floor and I started dancing. Yep, truly did. Two-stepping, everything. So I'm sitting here doing this and this and this and this and that. And I think my sister even said, that was really, I don't know if she said if that was mean or that was messed up or whatever, or did I hurt his feelings? I know she said something, but I just can't remember exactly what it was. Okay. So it was all right. And, we don't go home with guys. Our thing is, if we come together, we leave together. That's just how we rock. We had each other's back like that. But we didn't. We went I think we went back to Diane's house, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. Back to his house. So, of course, what did I do? I gave Jacob my number. Yep. Yeah, I did it. I gave him my number the first night I met him. Yeah, I did. Okay. But I really didn't think the relationship was going to go the way it went because I had just ended this relationship with the cheater. I had just ended that. So I really didn't think it was going to go the way that it did. So I'm like, okay. But then he was so smooth. There's another thing. So smooth. You controlling guys, they will whine you. They will dine you. They will make you think that's the best thing that ever happened to you in your life. So he called me up the next day and he was like, I want to take you to dinner. I'm like, okay, I can eat. He finna feed me. Feed me, Cletus. Feed me. So when he came to pick me up, now don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not caught up on what people have, if that makes sense. But I didn't picture him coming up in the shabucket that he came in, okay? I'm just like, okay. But you flashing all these dollars and you pick me up in a shabucket. Okay. I'm already dressed. I've already said that I would go out to eat with the guy, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I call my sister and I tell her where I'm at. She always knows where I at. We always told each other where we were. If we was with a guy, she knows exactly location, everything. She knows exactly where I was at. So I'm sitting out and I'm listening at him and he's just talking and he's just saying, I want to get to know you. So then we started, telling each other about each other. And so at the time I was working in a medical field. I was working at the doctor's office. I was there working. And when I said, that's what I did for a living, he's like, oh, I could use a doctor in my life. And I'm like, didn't say I was a doctor, but what do you mean? And then he started telling me about all of his health issues. Pay attention, because it's going to be important going down in this story. Flag number 2. Flag number 2. Warning sign number 2. Flag on the plate. Okay? It was there, but I didn't pay attention. All right? And I'm going to get back to that. Remember I said to write these flags, write them down. Okay? Write them down because his health played a part of this story. Right? Flag number 2. So we sit there and we're just like, okay. So he just like, you can get whatever you want. I don't care. You would never have to be hungry dealing with me. And you would never want for nothing dealing with me. Because I make sure that my women have what they need. And I'm like, flag number 3. He said women. I'm like, okay. So I told Diane, I was like, he a pimp juice or something. I'm like, I don't know. But it's just like, okay, whatever. It's like, it is what it is. I'm not really trying to be in a relationship like that. Because I had just got out of one. I say, it's okay. I ain't his woman. So I heard what he said. But I should have listened. Okay? Should have paid attention. All right. So the night went okay. We had dinner, we ate, right, and this and that. And, he paid. Yeah, he did. He did all of that. Now, to give credit to Jacob, I never went hungry. Never went hungry. Never. The whole time I was fooling with him. Never did. Okay, so one thing led to another, one thing led to another, one thing led to another, right? So he started telling me I think I was more interested in him, and I hate to say it this way, because it may sound jacked up, but just as how my heart was. I think I kind of also felt sorry for him too, because of all things that he had. Now, let me run them down to you. It was congestive heart failure. It was diabetes. And his kidneys was failing. So he had 3 things that was detrimental, you know. And he's just like, I need a girl to help me keep myself straight and da-da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, okay. So as time going on, by me, now he's trophying me. He did what, I don't know if any of you guys can know how this used to go, but I can't even remember how it happens. It happens to where guys or whomever will go into a movie and they will record go see a new movie at the theaters, and that I guess they will record them some kind of way or whatever the case may be, and then they will bring them and burn them on the CDs and they could sell them. They call bootleg movies. So that's what he did. He was always out selling movies. That's how he paid his rent. That's how he ate, whatever. He should have been on disability, but he wasn't. So that's why he always had money. Okay. And I believe at some point he did teach me how to work the little machine thing or whatever the case may be, but that's irrelevant to the story. But it is and it isn't. So I was still in school though. That was the problem. I was still in school. Okay. So fast forward, I had a van. Okay. So, well, as I'm getting ahead of myself. He used to, when I was to go to his class, I'd go to school at night. And my sister, again, sometimes she would come over there and I'd walk out of school at night and she'd be sitting in the car waiting on me. That she was Diane, cooking 317. She was right there. She would just get out. I get out of class and she'd be sitting out there sometimes. And that was when I was with Cheetah and with this one. So it was really crazy. So again, I didn't watch the signs. Okay. So when we got a little time, some time went past, we got a little closer, whatever case may be, I started letting him drive my car, which was the mistake of my life, letting this man drive my car, okay? I did not know, because we used to go to something called, I think it was a pub or whatever. You go shoot pool and, bring out food and, it was just having a good time, whatever case may be. I would like to sometimes want to stay at home so I could study or do my homework or whatever the case may be. And he would always say, no, you're going to come with me. You can study at the bar with me while I'm trying to make this money, as Carly B say, this money. So I'm just like, okay. I used to get frustrated, but I was just like, all right. He want to show everybody off his trophy girlfriend, because he used to tell me all the time how pretty I was, and all his friends said the same thing. So I just like, okay, he just want a trophy chick at this time. So I was like, okay, forget it. So I would go, but I would be upset because I can't concentrate around music when I'm trying to study, whatever the case may be. Like I say, flag number 1, controlling. Right? So to keep the peace, I got up and I'll go. I'm like, all right, here we go. This went on for some months. It's like we're going at the pub, we leave this spot, post up at another one, post up at this one, post up at that one, post up while he making money. Okay. Then it came to where it started affecting my schooling, and I started to get upset because me going to him trying to, I don't know if at the time I thought maybe he just wanted me around him, or I later looking back on it, he wanted control over me. And I didn't see it at first. I thought that he is just a new relationship. He just he want his trophy girlfriend on his shoulder. So I thought, okay. But that wasn't it. Controlling, okay? controlling. And that's a big key factor to most domestic violence situations. Your abuser is controlling. He's very controlling. They start off with small things until they become bigger things. And I don't want to make my video too long. I really, truly don't, because I'm looking at the clock now. It's like 25 minutes. I'm stopping at 30. And I'm going to premiere every last one of them until I'm finished. Okay, but speeding it up a little bit. All right, so now we're living together. Okay, now we're living together, right? I go to school at night. He's in the streets at night selling CDs or movies, whatever the case may be. I have tests that I have to take. Okay, I'm medical building and coding. Hello. So I got tests I got to take. And when the school I was at, if you're not in there for them to get ready for she start administering the test, she locks the door. She can't get in. So he had me late a lot because when it's time for me to go to school, I got to be at school at 6 o'clock. He want to start stirring around at 5:30. Talking about, let me get dressed. Let me get no. Drive your shabucket. I don't want to drive that. I want to drive yours. I ain't fooling with that car tonight. I'm taking your car. Keyword, take. That's my car. Take. Now, it's two vehicles, but he didn't want to drive his. He wanted to drive mine, okay? Yes, I had the newer vehicle. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. So, what did I do? Wait around till he get up, get dressed, and drive me to school. And then he has my van while I'm out at school. Okay? Now school lets out. He know what time I get out of class. And I'm telling him, hey, where are you? School is out. And he's like, hang on a minute. I'll be there in a few minutes. I'm waiting on this, and this. Mind you, when the college closed up, they ain't telling you. I can't tell them that I got to wait. You supposed to be here to pick me up on time. Okay? So I started getting upset because either I was late coming to class or late getting picked up. One of the two. Okay? Or both in one night. All right? So just hang on to that little snippet so far, because this story, by the time I get to the next one, is when the fireworks are going to start happening. All right? They truly are. But I'm going to say this, okay? In any situation, especially a fresh, new relationship, look closely how a guy treats you. They will wine and dine you, and he's so sweet, the best thing that ever had. You get caught up in the sauces. They get caught up in the sauce. But I am going to give you detail by detail of how this story gets interesting, how this story takes some temps on my life. It is not funny, but I'm just saying, looking back on it, girl, you should have fled the scene a long time ago before it even got that bad. That's the only reason why I'm saying it like that. But if you did not hit those steps when you came in, please do so on your way out. This is just the introductory to this abusive ex and how I escaped and how he died. Okay? So buckle up, guys, because I'm going to take you on a ride. I truly, truly am going to take you on a ride for sure. Okay? This is crazy how men think that you are a possession of theirs and not a person. All right? And anybody, before you even get to the details, if anybody is out there, there is help. Get out before it's too late. Get out before it costs you your life. All right? And we will get into a lot more depth because I'm going to take it. I have to tell this story slow so that you can get the information you need. You can see the signs that I overlooked, but looking back, they were there. They were there. I have to own up to it. They were. All right. And I'm hoping at some point in time that me and my sister can tell this together, because she plays a big factor in this story. She really does. But other than that, stay safe, guys. Love one another wholeheartedly like we should. Okay. Have respect for yourself and others. Love God, love yourself, and definitely love others. Stay ready. So get ready. This is Chat with Kay with Table Talk Tuesday, and we're speaking about domestic violence, okay, and the death of my accuser. All right. So we're going to get to all of that, okay, because it's going to get a little bit more interesting. But thank you for sticking around through this premiere. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you on Tuesday to give you the rest. Bye for now. Bye-bye, and stay safe.